Next up, let's just wait for more people to enter. Or let's just wait for people to enter, and then we can get started, hopefully. Is it good? So far, it seems like it's good. Anyways, how you doing, Ray, today? I do apologize for the technical difficulties with the echoing with the audio, but now it seems like that's all fixed. So, yeah, I guess we should be able to get started. All right, good. Now, I guess, yeah, now we shall get started. So let me place this down here first. There we go. Anyways, now for reals this time. Welcome everyone to the 2025 Marble Race Series Awards. Yeah, I know I had to redo this live stream since for whatever reason the audio was echoing, and yeah, also the audio was on repeat for some reason. So yeah, I do sincerely apologize for. Oh, well, yeah, I guess. Oh, okay. Well, I guess y'all already know what the first award is, but yeah, I do. So yeah. Yeah, it is rewards time. So yeah. Anyways, yes, all marble competitions have closed down for the rest of the year, and yes, hold on, let me turn on the light just so it doesn't get too dark in here. But yeah, so you all know how this goes. We have our usual 7 awards, and of course, the award that you mostly want to win is the MVP, and the 2 awards that you want to avoid is this one and this one, which is the most losses and biggest failure or biggest bust or whatever. So yes, like I said, all marble competitions have closed down, and of course, we are now ready to get to the awards. So shall we get started? Yeah, I know. I do apologize about that, but yeah, I guess you already know what the first award is. So yeah, best world champion of 2025. And this award obviously goes out to the one who has had the best world title reign throughout the entire year. And of course, as you see here, in all caps and also underlined, in order to win this award, you must have minimal to no losses as world champion. So, yeah. And yeah, you already know who won this award thanks to that accidental blooper. Yeah, it's Murky Blue with a score of 5-1. So Murky Blue is our winner for the first award. So of course, let me put him up here. And the reason why he actually is the winner of this award is because, well, he did have a couple successful world title defenses in the Marble Championship races this year. And of course, the one loss is when he dropped the title to Blood Red in, of course, the C3 Marble Race 100 Grand Finale. And of course, speaking of Blood Red, he is sitting right here. So yeah. Congratulations, Murky Blue. You are the main winner of the Best World Champion of 2025 award. And of course, this year there were 3 world champions, which were of course Murky Blue, who is sitting up here, Blood Red, and Sunny L, who's also our current world champion, by the way, because he did win the world title in Tournament 12 when he dethroned Blood Red. But yeah. So, and of course, the runner-up for the Best World Champion Award. Okay, yeah, I don't know why my iPad keeps going blank, keeps trying to shut off for whatever reason. But anyways, yeah, the runner-up for the Best World Champion of 2025 award is going to go to Blood Red with a score of 11-2, which is quite insane to say the least. But the reason why he is actually second place is because he only had 1 successful world title defense this year as opposed to Murky Blue. So that's why he is going to be the runner-up for this award. So congratulations to both of you guys. You guys have won. Well, Murky Blue has won this award to say the least, but Blood Red is just a runner-up. But yeah, congratulations to you, Murky Blue. You are the main winner of this award. And fun fact, Murky Blue is actually a 2-time world champion because 2 years ago in Tournament 10, he did win the world title from Mars Orange. But of course, his first reign was pretty short-lived due to it being near the end of Chapter 2. And of course, from what I remember, he did dethrone he did lose the title to Lava in the Chapter 2 grand finale. And yeah, so hence why therefore, his second world title reign was obviously much better than his first one. So because of that, Murky Blue is going to be the winner of the Best World Champion Award. So congratulations, Murky Blue. You have won your first award. Despite that blooper of me accidentally spoiling this award, but whatever. But now, I guess we can get to the second award, which is the most losses of 2025, which is one of the awards that you definitely do want to avoid. And of course, this award goes out to the one who lost the most races this year. And yeah, well, of course, it doesn't automatically mean that you score the biggest bust. It just means that you score the most losses. Like, for example, you could score, like, I don't know, 6 losses and have 2 wins, and you could still avoid winning the biggest bust. In order to win the biggest bust, by the way, you have to have the most losses with no wins. So that's how this award works. So that's kind of the difference between these two awards right here. This one is just most losses, and this one is actually the most losses with no wins. So like I said, you can still have most losses, but also have a couple win points as well. So yeah. But anyways, let's just get to revealing the winner of this award. And unfortunately, that one is going to go to both Jungle and Space Black, as they both have a score of 0-6. So big oops to the both of them right here. And yes, like I said, both of them did tie for this award due to the fact that both of them have the same leaderboard score of 0 wins and 6 losses, which is baffling to say the least. But honestly, we've seen worse, especially with Sandstorm Brown 2 years ago. But yeah, should I turn off the light? Should I actually maybe like turn off the light, because it's actually starting to get bright in here. But yeah, unfortunately, both Jungle and Space Black are the winners. Well, are the ones who are going to be getting this pretty unfortunate award. And now the runner-up for this award is going to go to Crystal with a score of 0-4. Okay, let me just put him here. Just make sure that I don't make this fall over. But yeah, unfortunately for these three right here have scored the most losses throughout the entire year, which, like I said, is quite unfortunate to say the least. But yeah. So I guess there's nothing else for me to go over with this award since, well, like I said, well, I've already went over the main difference between this award and the biggest bust. But yeah, unfortunately, Space Black, this award is going to go to Space Black and Jungle, which, by the way, this is actually the first time, well, for my end to say the least, where we actually have 2 marbles who score the same award. But that's obviously due to the fact that both of them have the same leaderboard score. But yeah, so I guess I'll just put Crystal right there. But I guess that's going to be better for the most losses award. And now I guess we'll just speed run towards the next award, which is going to be the most improved award for 2025. So this award obviously goes out to the one who has redeemed themselves from last year's failures. And like I said, in order to, well, yeah, as I stated in like previous award shows, there are 2 conditions in order to win this award. Number 1, you have to be a victim of the biggest bust from last year. And number 2, you have to have at least 1 win in order to be qualified. Because if you have no wins, then your chances of winning this award are pretty much flushed down the toilet. So yeah. So from what I remember, two of our biggest, well, yeah, or at least three of our biggest busts last year were Snowball, Ice, and Cat's Eye Blue. Oh yeah, I don't know why the screen keeps trying to shut off, but whatever. But these three right here were your biggest busts from last year, which is 2024. So the ones who have managed to redeem themselves and learn from last year's failures are Snowball with a score of 1 win and 1 loss. So congratulations to you, Snowball. You have definitely redeemed yourself from last year. Wait, yeah, here it is. Yeah, whoops. So yes, and yeah, Snowball was actually the main winner of the biggest bust award last year. And of course, this year he has done way better than last year. So yeah, congratulations to him. And yeah, so now the runner-up for this award is gonna be Cat's Eye Blue with a score of 1 to 2. You cheater! So yeah, these two right here were your two. Okay, what's the word? These two right here were both of your candidates from the biggest bust award last year, and this year they have definitely made up their failures from last year. But unfortunately for Ice, he wasn't so lucky, as he hasn't scored a single win point at all this year. So therefore, he is unfortunately going to be sitting out for this award. And yeah, but I mean, I guess I don't know if he did better than I guess he did a little bit better than last year, but I don't know if it's much of an improvement. But yeah. But either way, unfortunately, it looks like Ice is going to be sitting this one out, as he hasn't, like I said, he hasn't scored a single win point at all this year. So therefore, his chances of being qualified for this award, at least, are basically flushed down the toilet. And as for these two, they have definitely made up their failures from last year, and especially with Cat's Eye Blue is because, well, he actually was the biggest bust for 2022's awards, which was the inaugural awards, to say the least. And it seems like his mistakes from that year have haunted him last year. But this year, he has definitely made up his failures, despite him losing 2 races. But he did win one race, which is quite an improvement. But okay, what is with this screen trying to keep shutting off? But yeah. So anyways, that's about it for the most improved award, as Snowball has redeemed himself from last year. And of course, Cat's Eye Blue can go back in the audience. Okay, whoops. But yeah. Let's see how the chat is doing right here. And the screen is trying to shut off again. I don't know why, but now let's move on to award number 4, I think. Yeah, we're already on the 4th award, which is, yeah, that's crazy. But anyways, the 4th award is gonna be the best Teamwork Racing performer of 2025. So of course, this award goes out to the one and the team who had the best win out of the 2 semi-annual Teamwork Racings in 2025. And by the way, this award will not have a runner-up, or at least will ever have a runner-up, due to the fact that I only put out 2 Teamwork Racing videos every year. So meaning there can only be one winner for this specific award right here. And the two winners of the semi-annual Teamwork Racing videos, at least from what I remember, are Sunny Yellow, who was the winner of the 5th semi-annual Teamwork Racing, and Rainforest. So after looking at the videos, it seems like the one who has had a better win this year, well, at least for Teamwork Racing, the one who has had a better win for the Teamwork Racing videos is going to go out to Rainforest with of course a score of 0 to 2, which, yeah. But okay, yeah, let me put this up here. But after looking at the videos, Rainforest won the Teamwork Racing video, or at least the sixth one, or the second one of the year, with two teammates remaining. Okay, sorry for that line flub. While Suniello only finished with one. So therefore, because of that, Rainforest is going to be your winner for this award, even though despite the fact that his leaderboard score isn't really the best. But that doesn't matter because he did have a better win in the Teamwork Racing videos this year. But that's because of the fact that 3 of his teammates were plastic counterparts. So that's kind of why, I guess. But yeah. But overall, congratulations to you, Rainforest. You are the main winner of the Best Teamwork Racing Performer of 2025. And so yeah, I guess that's it. So I guess, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to put Rainforest here. And now I guess we'll just make our way towards the next award, which is the Best Newcomer of 2025 award. So this award is going to go out to the one who has debuted this year and also did the best. And of course, this year there were actually only 3 newcomers, even though there were actually 2 marbles who did return in new bodies, in which, well, the 3 newcomers who debuted this year are Seafoam Green, Cotton Candy, and Grape Purple. So those are your only 3 newcomers who debuted this year, in which they actually did debut in the Chapter 4 premiere race, which was quite late into the year, but better late than never. But however, only one of them were lucky enough to be able to win this award, or worthy enough to say the least. And of course, the 2 new marbles who did return in new bodies are Sky Blue and Wilderness right here. So just thought I'd throw that out. Anyways, the best newcomer of 2025 award is gonna go out to Cotton Candy with a score of 1-0. So congratulations. Okay, whoops. Congratulations, Cotton Candy. You are the best newcomer of 2025. And of course, I guess, yeah, there is going to be a runner-up, I think, for this award. So in which that is going to go to Grape Purple with also the same score, but in the final race of the year, which was C4 Marble Race 10, which also counts as a season finale, by the way. It seems like Grape Purple. Wait, no, Cotton Candy. I meant. Okay, sorry for that line flip right there. But it seems like Cotton Candy did do better in that race than Grape Purple. So therefore, Cotton Candy is going to be your main winner of this award, while the runner-up is going to be Grape Purple. Okay, just trying to make sure this thing doesn't fall. And of course, the screen keeps trying to shut off, which I don't know why it keeps doing that, but whatever. But yeah, congratulations, okay, sorry for that line for right there, but yeah, congratulations, girls. You 2 are the best newcomers of 2025, even though they debuted way later in the year, but you know. But oh, yeah, like I said, congratulations to Cotton Candy. You especially, you are the main winner of this award. So yeah, like I said, Cotton Candy is going to be your main winner of the best newcomer of 2025, while Grape Purple is a runner-up. So I guess she can just move back here. Now we're already going to move on to the second to last award, which is, yeah, let's see who's going to be the worst marble of 2025. But yeah, this award show is actually going fast. But anyways, now time to move on to the second to last award of the year, in which that is the biggest bust or biggest failure, as it says here. So you all know how this award works. This award is going to go out to the one who has had a terrible... Oh, wait, it says 2023. I don't know why that's still there, but hold on. Let me fix that really quick. Yeah, sorry about that, but hold on. Alright, there we go. Wait, yeah, put that there. Yeah. There we go, that's all fixed. So, now, yeah, as it says here, this award is going to go out to the one who has had the worst year all year round and placed dead last on the leaderboard. And of course, well, there was yet again there was actually a tie for this, but the final race of the year did break it up. So unfortunately, the biggest bust of 2025 is sadly gonna go to Jungle with a score of 0-6. So let me just put him up here. Yeah, I think you all kind of knew it at this point, but I mean, he didn't do as bad as some other marbles did in previous years, but yeah, still, unfortunately, he did do the worst this year, and of course, along with some of the runner-ups, but unfortunately, but after looking at the final race of the year, it is confirmed that Jungle will be the one who will be winning this award, so therefore, he is going to have to make that up with the Most Improved Award next year. And by doing so, he is going to have to go back into developmental, along with Space Black and Crystal, which funny enough, or unsurprisingly, these two are also, all these marbles right here were also candidates for the Most Losses Award, since they did, hold on, okay, whoops, okay, I'm going to have to do this right here. But yeah, funny enough, all three of these guys right here are the main candidates of the Most Losses Award. And now, well, they are now candidates for the worst award possible to get or to win, which is the biggest bust. So therefore, all three of these guys you see right here are going to have to go back into developmental come the new year, starting in 2026. Meaning that they're going to have to go back to competing in quick races more often and, well, less more than regular races. But, yeah, big ups to them. So, yeah, rip. But, yeah, I guess there's nothing else for me to go over with this award. Like I said, Jungle is going to be the one who will score the biggest bust of the year, so therefore he, along with Space Black, and I guess also Crystal, even though she didn't do as bad as them, but I'm mainly gonna be pointing at those two right here, especially since both of them did score the same, do have the same leaderboard score, and also funny enough, both of them did score in the bottom two positions in Group A in the final race of the year. So therefore, yeah, both of them are definitely gonna have to go back into development until come the new year. So yeah, unfortunately, yeah, these two right here, or yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to just do this, since not only Jungle did win this award, but he is gonna be the biggest bust of 2025, along with Space Black. So yeah, pretty unfortunate, but it is what it is. So therefore, he's gonna have to make that up next year with more quick races. But now, enough of all this depression. Now let's move over to happiness, as we have, like usual, saved the best award for last, which is the MVP of 2025. So this is definitely the award that you definitely want to win. This is the best award that you can possibly get out of all these 7 awards right here. And of course, in order to win this award, it's simple. You have to be on top of the leaderboard, and you have to have the most wins out of any other marble here. And well, I guess you all pretty much know who that award is gonna go to, as you know, it was pretty obvious. So yeah, I guess I'll just reveal the MVP of 2025 right now. So the marble who has placed the best in 2025 is, drum roll please, Blood Red, with a record-breaking score of 11-2, which is insane. Wow, that is absolutely just mind-blowing with the amount of wins that he has scored this year, along with 2 losses as well. But yeah, just wow, man, I'm impressed. But I guess it also cannot be that surprising given the fact that at the time he was using a different body and that one was yeah pretty dominant. So yeah, it was kind of obvious that Blood Red was gonna win this award, but still, man, that is just mind blowing. That's impressive. Like, wow, 11-2. I don't think any other Marvel has ever had a record breaking score like this. Like that is just insane. And of course, the runner ups of this award, aka the stars of 2025, are okay, Murky Blue and Sunny Yellow. Okay, whoops. Oh wait, yeah. Where is Murky Blue? Oh yeah, he's also here too. But just man, all of these guys have done wonderful this year. Like all these guys have done phenomenal this year, especially with Blood Red. Since just, wow, I can't get enough of his record breaking score right here. Like just wow. Wait, red, blue, and yellow. Where's green? Yeah, there's no green. At least I don't think. But just wow, I'm impressed, especially with Blood Red right here. And yes, both of these, Murky Blue and Sunny Yellow, do have the same leaderboard score, which I also stated in the final race of the year, by the way. But Murky Blue did do better than Sunny Yellow, even though Sunny Yellow is our current world champion. Actually, yeah, oddly enough, all three of these guys right here were your three world champions this year, which is kind of funny to say the least. But I guess it can't be that surprising given the fact that you know, both of them were they were your world champions after all. So yeah, I guess it was kind of obvious that both of them were gonna, or at least yeah, all three of them were gonna be candidates for this award. But like still, like that is impressive. And there you have it. Those are your 7 awards that. Oops. Yeah, I guess I'm dropping marbles again, like the 2023 awards, but whatever. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put Murky Blue back here. And of course, I'm gonna put Blood Red over here with his well-deserved award, even though, even though he did dominate like throughout most of the year, but yeah, it's still like that was just impressive. So now, yeah, I guess that's gonna be about it for your 7 awards this year, as well as this entire award show as a whole. So now, I guess I'll just get to showing off what the final leaderboard looks like. So let me just pull it up right now. Hold on. I'm gonna have to turn on the light for this because it is starting to get a little bit dark in here. Again, but yeah. Wait, is this good? Hold on. I guess you guys can see it quite well, but and yes, I did color code like the marble names based on what group they were in during the tiebreaker race. Barely any non-ties. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, this year we were back to 6 non-ties, but that's probably given the fact that we weren't that there. I guess there weren't that many races this year due to obviously the Chapter 3 finale. But yeah. But anyways, yeah, like I said, I did color code the marbles. Well, yeah, the marble names based on what group they were in the tiebreaker race of the year. And of course, with the bottom 3 positions being marked as purple, given the fact that, well, you know, those are the worst 3 positions that you can be in. But yeah, I guess that's going to be about it for this year's Marble Race Series Awards. I overall got 26. Oh, nice. And so yeah, that's gonna be about it for this year's Marble Race Series, for the Marble Race Series Awards for this year, as well as the entirety of the Marble Race Series for 2025. So therefore, I want to say thank you to everyone so much for supporting the entire Marble Race Series throughout the entire year, and yeah, made 2025 one of the greatest years in marble racing history, because we had the Chapter 3 finale, Marble Race Tournament 12, the Elimination Tournament 6, and all of that fun stuff. So therefore, I cannot wait to see what 2026 has in store. And I also cannot wait to see what 2026 has in store for just the channel in general, and for me too. Because yes, next year I am going to be entering my senior year of high school in the fall. Because yes, 2027 is my graduating year. So yeah, I absolutely cannot wait to see how that goes down. And of course, I will try and document that just for you guys to see. So yeah, 2026 is also gonna be a pretty big year as well. So yeah, I absolutely cannot wait to see how that goes down. But for now, that's gonna conclude this pretty nice award show. Even though there were a couple bumps here and there, especially with me having to restart the stream because of the echoing audio for some reason. But overall, like I said, this was still a great award show. And of course, I will see you guys back tomorrow for the 2025 Rewind, where we will look back at the top 15 best videos of the year. So definitely stay tuned for that. And of course, like usual, after that, I will go on my 1 to 2 week holiday break just so I can spend the holidays and prep up for the new year. But yeah, this is something I obviously do every year, just so I can refresh and just, give myself a well-deserved break, and of course prep for the new year, because I do have some great content planned for you guys coming in 2026. So definitely buckle up for that. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, I guess that's gonna conclude this award show. So yeah, I guess that's gonna be about it for this one. So hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up to show your support. Feel free to leave a comment down below, subscribe with that notification bell enabled, and feel free to follow all my socials down below. And of course, like I said, see you guys back tomorrow for the rewind. And yeah, I guess I'm gonna end it here. So hope you guys have a great day, and of course follow all my socials down below, my Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and join my Discord server as well. And so yeah, anyways, that's about it for this. Bye bye for now, and see you all back tomorrow for the 2025 Rewind, where we will look back at the top 15 best videos of the year. Anyways, that's about it for this, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. So peace out.